Okay, I've seen a number of members who want to come on this particular question, so take them in order that I've seen them. It's Assembly Member Turrell.
Thank you, Chair. Happy New Year, Mr. Mayor. You mentioned tourism in your answer, and I appreciate we haven't had the firm 2025 figures yet, but for most years, tourism in London has still been below the pre-pandemic levels. Now, London's a great place to visit, and of course we have so much to offer. And you might have seen online the online spat between Emmanuel Macron and the Mayor of Rome about whether the Netflix show should be Emily in Paris or Emily in Rome. So to promote our great city, I wondered if you're trying to bring Emily to London.
Can I thank the member for his question and chastise my team for not briefing me on whether Emily's coming to London or not. Listen, we're always keen to get programmes like that one in London. Let me see why it's important on a serious point. If films are made in London and they're seen across the globe, that encourages people to come here on holiday or to study and so forth. So locations do matter. The great news, I think outside of LA and I think New York, we are the third city in the world for films being shot, programmes being shot, recent expansion in Netflix and others coming to London. I'll get my team to look into whether Emily's coming or not and let him know.
Thank you, Mr. Bang, and my wife will particularly appreciate some clarification on that. But joking aside, as you say, tourism is important for jobs, it's important for investment. And as I mentioned in my preamble, that tourism in London has still been below pre-pandemic levels. With the fragile state, or the delicate state, I should say, of the tourism market, is now the right time to be introducing a tourism tax?
Yeah, I thank his question and his interest in this matter. Look, the good news is, I've just been checking, according to a number of different independent people, including TripAdvisor and others, best city in the world, according to Resonance Consultancy. TripAdvisor says we're the top travel destination in the world. Time Out say we're the capital of the music in the world. Pour Moi says we're the most romantic city in the world, and eDreams ODA Joe say we're the most searched for holiday destination in the world. I'm not complacent though, and that's one of the reasons why I'm keen for there to be a tourism levy. Why? Because I see the Parises, the Romes, the New Yorks using the additional revenue brought in for tourists to improve the offer for further tourists to come. So the government's embarking on a consultation. I'd encourage everyone to respond to that consultation. We will then be working with the tourism sector, with the hospitality sector, with boroughs, with businesses and others to make sure we do right by this sector. We want to build it and enhance it, not cause any damage at all. And I understand the genesis of your concern. We will make sure we work with the sector to make sure we get benefits out of this rather than disbenefits.
Thank you for the answer, Mr. Mayor. I'm sure the most romantic city in the world clearly refers to the exchanges between you and Assembly Member Georgiou. A lot of the cities that charge a tourism tax or a tourism levy also offer tax-free shopping, which of course is something the UK has abolished. Do you think that as an offset to a new tax on visiting London, that is something we should be pursuing?
Well, he was careful with the words he used. Let's be clear, Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Chancellor Rishi Sunak got rid of this tourism benefit to those who come and shop here. I think it was a mistake. I've been lobbying this government to reverse that for reasons he'll appreciate, because the inheritance has been less easy than I would have hoped. But he's right in the terms of the impact it has. We've had stories about people, rather than coming here for 7 days on holiday, come here for 4 or 5 days and go to Paris or one of the other cities because they can get 20% discount on luxury products. So our retail loses out, but also our hotels lose out. Hospitality in terms of theatre and so forth loses out. So I think we can't just look at it, in my view, in revenues raised by the VAT. It's revenues lost by tourists not staying as long as they otherwise would. That's why I'm a big believer in tourists getting this benefit.
Thank you for that, Mr. Answer. I'm just going to change subject very quickly and go back to our favourite mutual subject of the DLR extension down to Thames Road. Now, it came out a couple of, which you mentioned in your statement. It's been mentioned in the various budget meetings that because this is going to be, this now has to be funded through borrowing rather than through a government grant, that it's going to go over the 1.5 billion price tag originally associated with this. Could you just reassure me that these extra borrowing costs won't prohibit this very important extension happening, and that there are still the option of taking it down to Belvedere in the future?
And Mr. Mayor, before you answer that question, I just think somewhere in there I heard the word that you regret something, Mr. Mayor.
Do you regret it's being borrowed?
I know the Tory group will say they heard it. I think some of your colleagues around the table will have some problem with that. But let's, in the spirit of the new year, let's the Mayor answer the question.
And this is why Rebecca deserves a medal for putting up with this. So look, I've been involved both as a minister and as the mayor in a number of infrastructure projects. They all require borrowing. The Elizabeth line, we're going to be paying back until probably 2040. The Northern Line extension probably won't be paid back for another, I think, 10 years. The Silvertown Tunnel is a 25-year project. And not surprisingly, the DLR extension monies will be borrowed and they'll be paid back over some time. That's not uncommon in terms of those projects. In relation to Belvedere, my disappointment is that the council have been very against the DLR extension going there. If they want to work with us to try and get it to go to Belvedere, I'm more than happy to work with them. The current scheme, I should say, for the sake of accurateness, is DLR through Beckton to Thamesmead, not going to Belvedere. But I'm more than happy for the team to work with the council and the member to make progress there.
Thank you. That's me done.